MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasquez welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Garrett Cole will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
The second baseman, number 10.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
First pitch, 7-0 pitch.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Fouled off. And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Here now is Rafael Devers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Cole is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting out as quickly as...
Belted high and deep into right center. Going back is the center fielder. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers. His first homer here in the series, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Batting third, the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. And that misses for ball one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you in postseason.
Oh, and that's knocked down. And that's the second out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Rafael Devers in this one. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
Line drive to left, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. So the two-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Trey Mancini is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Fouled away. Over to first, Cole, and he'll be back in standing up. 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed, strike three. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and it's 1-0 Boston. Jamison Taillon gets the call in hostile territory here for game one of the division series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Matt, this guy is a big power arm. Former first-round draft pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And listen, he's what they look like. Big, strong guy. Three-pitch mix, 95 to 97 miles an hour with good life on his fastball, overhand curveball, and a straight changeup. The key to him, throwing strikes. If he's throwing strikes early, expect him to go deep in the game, and he can rack up a pile of strikeouts.
Jason Dominguez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider. Oh, look out as that one just about took his nose off. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. All even now, 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Mancini moving back, but he won't get there. It falls in.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
So now to the plate, Brian Anderson, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. And that That's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Dominguez aboard here at first with nobody out. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Martinez on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. This guy has world-class speed, guys. He can fly. I love watching him run. So if you like watching a guy take over a game with his legs, he's your guy.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. From the belt, the pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. Runners on first with 1 down. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Softly hit toward the hole. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Ooh, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Stanton giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And my spotlight's going to shine down on Gleyber Torres. He mans the second base position unbelievably, but he can also offer his manager some versatility. The bat plays big time as well, and he has a strong arm.
So here's Michael Chavis now. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. Chavis, a native of Georgia. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs.
Verdugo.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Wind up. Here comes the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Got him. Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. That's smoked, but right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. Oh, but a poor feed to the pitcher, and they won't get the out at first. So now Carlos Santana. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And this one's in the dirt, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. And he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. One and two to the Red Sox catcher.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
2-2 the count. The pitch. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Rizzo will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Gavin Lux. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish, you'll save it.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rafael Devers.
That last at-bat, Nettie B, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at-bat. If he does, this guy might be hitting back-to-back jacks.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
First offering on its way. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to it here, 3-1.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Martinez. He's there and records the first out. So coming to the plate, Peyton Henry. Here's the first pitch to him.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fouled off. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. 1 out, nobody on. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind you.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Struck him out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Jason Dominguez swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground it?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, J.D. Martinez. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
1-1 the count. The pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. 1 down. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changeup called strike 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Line to the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Now that's popped up. Henry over to his left, and the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Striding in once again, Brian Anderson will begin things here against Jameson Taillon. Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Martinez giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second. Giancarlo Stanton now 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. A throw behind the runner at second, and they got him. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. They're down 1-0. Riding in for Boston, Daniel Vogelback. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Daniel Vogelback.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And right into the shift. This will get foul for strike 2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Hit back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Michael Chavis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. One strike now from Cole. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. So a runner at first with one man gone, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a strike with the breaking ball. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. Fouled away. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't blame him for fouling that one away. His eyes lit up right there. He did not expect a changeup up in the zone with 2 strikes. Got to regroup.
The 1-2. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Dominguez is there. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Anthony Rizzo comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Mancini moving back. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
In now is the Yankees DH, Carlos Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Behind 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the 2nd baseman, Gavin Lux. First pitch on its way. And right into the shift. Rizzo was there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Rafael Devers will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. 1-0 the count. Devers, right field and carrying well. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 2-0 Boston. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
In now, Peyton Henry. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Martinez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jason Dominguez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Mancini moving back. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Daniel Vogelback is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Michael Chavis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And he lays off for ball 1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Francisco Lindor, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Heading out toward shallow right. Verdugo waits on it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Three and 0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. And it's fouled away. Skied into very shallow right. Verdugo waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. The Yanks leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo.
Leading off for the Redsox, the right fielder, number 99.
First delivery to him on the way. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitches come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Sean Doolittle comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. Christian Vasquez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Grounded down the 3rd baseline. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Count now a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 2 up in the zone. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Count is 1-2 now. Right side, but it's well fouled. The next 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Carlos Santana is retired leading off the bottom of the 8th. Here's big Aaron Judge. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Peyton Henry is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Chopped to third. Devers fields it cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So the Yanks go. Rafael Devers will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take it back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Torres picks it up, and there are 2 away now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dominguez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Jason Dominguez. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching. Mancini moving back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now back.
Ready now, Brian Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard liner to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here with that ball down the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Giancarlo Stanton stands in as he looks at a called strike. And it's 1-1. Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. An impressive 4 for 7. One and two.
Yep, 1 and 2.
Huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen, and we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
At the plate, Gleyber Torres as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. To hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Red Sox have taken home field advantage right from the start. They claim game 1 on the road as this one is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Red Sox win the opener here in the division series. Chavis pitches well enough to get the W. Garrett Cole pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasquez. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Tonight's paid attendance at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees and Red Sox thank you for your patronage. Have a great evening.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In Game 1 of the AL Division Series, the Red Sox starting pitcher, number 50, got the win in the game and pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, leading the Bo Sox to the win over the rival Yankees 2-0. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. For Game 1 of the